Close Tennessee coach Jeremy Pruitt commented on UT's offensive coordinator search on Wednesday. Mike Wilson, USA Today Network. Tennessee's first week of a new year is as good of a time as any to be optimistic about your favorite college football team, even if that team just finished last in the SEC East. One reason for Tennessee optimism: Jeremy Pruitt will be in his second year as coach. Second seasons usually go better than firsts. Familiarity is a factor. So is a second recruiting class. But if you really want to be optimistic, you need to be specific. And you also need to look through an orange lens. Through that orange lens, you should see an improved offensive line. After the 2017 season, I envisioned a better offensive line the following year. And I was right. In 2017, Tennessee averaged 117.4 yards rushing and gave up 35 sacks. Obviously, both stats reflected poorly on the offensive line. I reasoned that UT couldn't help but be better in that area in 2018. The stats: 129.1 yards per game rushing and 23 sacks. Never mind that Tennessee's offensive line was arguably the worst in the SEC. The stats prove it was an upgrade over the 2017 line. You don't even need an orange lens to expect more improvement in 2019. The Vols starting line returns intact, plus it will be bolstered by five-star offensive tackle recruit Wanya Morris and center Brandon Kennedy, who started the 2018 season opener but suffered a season injury. Tennessee quarterback Jarrett Guarantano, too, during the game against UTEP on Saturday, September 15, 2018. Photo: Cy Young, News Sentinel. NFS quarterback Jarrett Guarantano will return for his third season as a starter. And he will be throwing to more receivers. The return of running back Ty Chandler is another plus. All he needs is the football and a little room, which he didn't always get in 2018. The secondary should be the most improved area of the defense. That's appropriate given Pruitt's background. He once coached defensive backs at Alabama. Cornerbacks Bryce Thompson and Alontae Taylor distinguished themselves as freshmen. Safety Trevon Flowers also would have contributed significantly as a freshman if not for injury. The defensive front isn't as promising. Close Tennessee finished with a 5-7 record, missing a bowl game for the second straight season. Here are postseason awards. Angela Gosnell, Knoxville News Sentinel. Tennessee is losing its three starting defensive linemen: Shy Tuttle, Alexis Johnson and Kyle Phillips, all of whom were once cherished recruits. Tuttle and Johnson were 4-star recruits, and Phillips was a 5-star, according to 247 Sports Composite rankings. All three had solid senior seasons, but they never were as good as their recruiting ranking projected. Jonathan Kongbo, who suffered a season-ending knee injury at mid-season, did even less. In his final UT season, the 4-star junior college recruit managed 11 tackles in 6 games. He didn't have a sack or a tackle for loss. Although Tennessee is replacing the front of its defense, it's not losing all SEC players. In a best-case scenario, perhaps the incoming recruiting class, which includes 2 junior college defensive linemen, will have an immediate impact. Maybe you think it's overly optimistic to believe the defensive front will be better after losing 3 starters. But there's nothing wrong with being overly optimistic the first week of January. John Adams is a senior columnist. He may be reached at 865-342-6284 or john.adams@knoxnews.com. Follow him at twitter.com/JohnAdamskins.